All right, G1s, welcome to the G1 Gamedays podcast. I forgot you left that gift up. Yeah, sorry that's yeah.
He's eating while it's up too.
Oh, God. Adding insult. Well, I mean, if you're wondering why the game day ended early, Shiro has a dramatic representation of what happened. We'll leave it at that. I am your host, Johnny Chase, with Shiro937.
Hello.
And Mr. Jimbo Socks. And Mr. Jimbo Socks.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Make sure you're still there.
Silent. Let me put hello.
Oh, God. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Chinese food.
I'm
Good.
full of food, energy, and ready to go.
I am full of
Like
lots of
rope.
things.
Phrasing.
Oh, goodness. So I think we'll start, I don't have a whole lot to go off of at the beginning other than trying to just start our weeks, or in your case, Shiro, months. How you been holding up, man? It's been a while since you've been on the podcast.
I'm okay. Just giving people chances.
Yeah.
You know, to appear if they want to. The opportunity showed up, so I'm here again. With the computer that can actually handle me putting shit in my background.
There you go. Been playing anything recently? There's one that we'll talk to this. Yeah, how is that?
I fucking love it.
Yeah, because Day, one of our newest members in the chat, has been ranting and raving about that, especially the fact that there's a trophy, I think, for petting 46 different foxes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's also a negative one for killing foxes.
I don't think you can kill a fox, but yeah.
What is it? Fucking Bioshock?
Oh, right. The bad ending for harvesting the little sisters instead of saving them.
Yeah. That's Bioshock. But no, I don't think you can kill the foxes. Not that I tried, but
yeah.
I haven't tried, but I don't think I'm going to because foxes are adorable.
Cool. Oh, so would you say that this is Japan? Like, people are comparing it to Breath of the Wild. Would you say it's Japanese Breath of the Wild?
No. I mean, it kind of has the same feel in the open world, but there's an actual story that is well written and not all over the place.
Okay, let me get because I've been hearing this from a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a fan of Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
But playing this and playing like Horizon and other stuff like that, have you been like other people and you like, oh, Breath of the Wild sucks now?
No.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild is its own game.
Okay.
And I understand why they did. So you don't rely on the same fucking weapon all over and 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 over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they gave him that durability. I love the durability. I love the fact that shit break. I actually love it.
Yeah. Okay. Because
That's
I've been noticing that since Horizon came out and Ghost of Tsushima came out, a lot of people, it's kind of the trendy thing now to retroactively go back and hate on Breath of the Wild now.
Oh yeah, no, people are stupid.
It's almost like it's shortening up the time because there's that group of people that hate every Nintendo 64 game now because it's like, oh, look at these muddy graphics. Oh, this game sucks. Why did you ever play as a kid? Because you were a kid, you didn't know any. But that's back then as a kid, the Nintendo 64 was the height.
Simulator.
That was the height of technology for us.
Not gonna lie, I'm hyped for Microsoft Flight Simulator coming around my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
And also today, because the servers were actually manageable, we can all talk about this now before we go into everyone else's weeks and month. We played Fall Guys today on Short Bus Eric stream. Holy crap, that game's a lot of fun.
That game is fucking awesome.
Yeah. And it's so simple. And I can tell you guys that Eric was the only one to win a crown today. Some of us came close, but Eric was the only one that actually grabbed the crown and won.
Yeah. I was close, but my platforming skills are lacking in that one game.
And Eric's in the chat, I won! Yes, you did, Eric. Yes, you did.
Don't count.
There you go, Eric. That's for you.
Nobody
That's
saw
for you,
it.
Eric. There you go. Congratulations, Eric. Congratulations.
Damn. Do you have a way of switching that on the fly instead of having to click into XSplit VCam every time?
No, I should have just had that open.
I would think that someone may program, like, do you have a Stream Deck?
No.
Okay. I would say, like, if someone can program a way to switch out the GIFs for you on the fly with one press of a VCam on the Stream Deck, that would be pretty awesome. So I'd be like, I could switch between any GIF I want.
Mm.
Yeah. But no, we had a ton of fun with Fall Guys. We're definitely going to make a... Oh, yes, remind me of Montreal 97.
I forgot about that.
You know, Chris Jericho balls up the Brazilian flag, gets suspended. Shawn Michaels humps it, sticks it in his nose, and nobody touches him.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's 97.
Just like when Chris Jericho threw the mic into the fans. Vince McMahon got pissed at him, and Chris Jericho went, "But Stone Cold did it. I thought I could do it." And it's like, no, Stone Cold can do it. Chris Jericho cannot do it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was actually Lay's Botchamania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, how Matthew's getting, like, other people within the internet, like, content creating wrestling community. So, like, you get, like, the Cultaholic guys. I don't think he has Steven... He should have Steven Larson on there at some point. He's had Brian Zane on there. Just reading experts from people's books on botches. And I'm waiting for someone to read an excerpt from Mick Foley's Hardcore Diaries. Talk about how the fact that they're planning this big thing for Terry Funk for One Night Stand 2006. How he was going to retire the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. So Funk was going to come out and Vince was going to, pull it down and be like, damn it, pucker up and kiss my ass. He was actually supposed to bite his ass, possibly take a chunk out of his ass, and then Vince was going to retire the Kiss My Ass Club from then on. But when Funk debuted the week before, he tripped on the rampway, and Vince and Kevin Dunn were like, nope, he's done. Yeah, that biting of the ass thing, that ain't happening anymore. Look at him. He can't even walk down a flight of stairs or a ramp. Waiting for that excerpt.
Yeah.
Or a catwalk.
Catwalk, yeah. So other than Ghost of Tsushima and Fall Guys that we did today, what else have you been playing?
Destiny 2, Monster Hunter.
So I've been seeing there's been kind of a resurgence of Monster Hunter. What's been added?
Alatrium, the Black Dragon, and the whole artificial difficulty debacle.
Artificial. Oh, please be.
They put a DPS check. If you don't pass a DPS check, everybody dies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, like every Monster Hunter, for every player in the hunt, the DPS and health of a lot of any monster goes up. Okay, that's the adjusted difficulty, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So for Alatrion, it wouldn't have been bad if the DPS check was regular damage, but it's elemental damage, which consists whatever number they give you is like 5 to 10% of the damage, unless you're focusing on elemental damage. So most of the people that don't play religiously every day for 24 hours and have an actual life outside of Monster Hunter
Gonna have a bad time?
are having a bad time.
Mm.
Yes.
So if I was to try and join any hunts,
So
I'd
you're
probably
trying-
get my ass kicked.
You're gonna get your ass kicked even. Yeah. I got my ass whooped.
Because I remember the last time I played that was with the Witcher event. I got Geralt's sword and armor, and I don't think I touched it since.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of shit.
I still need like 2 pieces for something just to make Ryu's armor.
Yeah, well, the summer festival is also all the events are back on.
Summerfest. If I don't beat John Cena, will I be banned from the Summerfest?
You say it 3 times, you know what happens.
Dr. Ken almost dies off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jimbo, how was your weeks? What have you been up to, man?
I've been good. You know, running through on my personal channel, running through some Assassin's Creed 2, as well as earlier this week, running through Halo Wars 2 campaign with Robe, which we'll probably get back to this weekend at some point if Robe's feeling up for it. Get through the DLC stuff. Other than that, it's been just a lot of multiplayer games, whether it be Halo 5 or Minecraft or hell, even FIFA. That's primarily what I've been playing.
Nice.
A rotation of the usual multiplayer stuff, but also some single player games thrown in there as well.
Nice. So you've gone to the... I actually watched you play a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2. So you're playing the Ezio trilogy, which is like the remaster.
Yeah, it is. It is the remaster of two Brotherhood and Revelations. My plan is to lead it up to beat 2 and Brotherhood to lead up to our my night of host play other host favorite games, which one of Claire's games was Assassin's Creed Revelations. So I'm going to beat 2 in Brotherhood and then start my playthrough of Revelations on the Game Day channel and move the rest of it over to my personal channel. But figure over the next few weeks beat 2 in Brotherhood and then get that way.
Nice. Sweet.
And yes, I'm already past, for those wondering, I'm already past the point of it's a me, Mario. He's stupid.
So he doesn't quite do it with such gusto.
It's
just like,
a me,
it's
Mario.
a me, Mario. It's like Uncle
And
Mario.
then cut to how many years later when now Ubisoft and Nintendo are working together.
Yeah, with Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I have that on my Switch and I've never touched it.
I got it for a Christmas gift a couple years ago, and it's sitting there with like this is one of the great things, but also one of the bad things about being able to play as many video games as some of us can, is that you get so caught. Is that you get caught up in playing one game, and then you're like, okay, well, let's start something new, and it's like, well, what am I going to do? And you just sit there for like an hour deciding. You're like, I'm gonna go play Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna go play this.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Well, as always, I'll go through my weeks, which has been chronologed on my Twitch channel. I have to go back even further because it's been so long. I think the last podcast was like July 15th. Yeah.
It's about there.
So I've been playing through and finally finished up Horizon Zero Dawn. Fantastic game. I know Eric's in the middle of his playthrough right now. Silent Hero was playing along with me, but he was just doing all side quests and no story missions. Then I know Barrel Dragon in the chat's playing it right now. Fantastic game. Like Horizon 2 is it's not gonna be out for a while, so you don't have nothing to worry about if you're not gonna get caught up. So don't worry about rushing through to play. It's coming out on PC on Friday as well. But yeah, fantastic game, loved it. Ashley Burch knocks it out of the park again with a great performance. I love the setting, I love the story, I love everything about it. I can't wait for the sequel on PS5 whenever it decides to come out. I've also been doing my fundraisings on Mondays for my Extra Life streams. I played the TNA Impact, the campaign. Holy shit! That like you have it on the easiest difficulty, and there's a point there where the computer just counters everything. And then I wised up to like, wait a second, they don't counter submissions a lot. I'll just make everyone tap out to an armbar. So I just focused on everyone's arms and made them tap out. The easiest matches to do was Ultimate X. Because I would wait there. I'd sit there. I'd wait for the guy to go for the X. I'd crawl over, just kick him off, and then just grab it for myself. I think I completed that portion within like 2 minutes.
Nice.
Now,
Did you get enough gold bars to beat Jeff Jarrett?
Someone need to remove the move.
oh, for the birthday?
Yeah,
Or the schedule? Oh, yeah, it's the birthday schedule on there.
birthday.
Yeah. Woody's without power, so can't really deal with it right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, so here's the funny thing. I don't really like the term influencer, but I kind of felt like I've influenced a couple of people, especially in the Gamedays community, to play the games that I've been playing, because Eric picked up Horizon, Silent Hero did another playthrough of Horizon, Barrel's picking up Horizon, and then on the 23rd, I picked up and started playing Panzer Paladin. It's a game that's on the Switch and Steam. It's
That looked really fun.
It's a retro game. It's a side-scrolling action game. You're an anime android girl inside of a mech that picks up weapons that have durability and also magical spells. If you hold down both triggers, you can, like, you know, increase your damage. You can increase your attack. You can heal yourself. You can reflect things off of you. One of the cooler things is that there is a blacksmith mode where if you're a really good pixel artist, you can make any sword or item you want, and it'll go into your own game, or it'll go out into the community. And I've had twice in a row, I had a weapon that was just a stick with a rubber ducky on the end of it. some Japanese dude's face, and what I tweeted out and the developer retweeted it, I unlocked pants. A pair of jeans just dropped, and I'm like, okay. Had horrible reach, but and then I ended up spending one night there just making swords. So I made He-Man's sword from Masters of the Universe, the original cartoon, and then Saba from Power Rangers.
Nice.
I think they turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pretty
you could tell like the influences in the game. Like there's a sewer level that looks reminiscent of TMNT on the NES. The final boss fight is basically Sigma from Mega Man X. He actually has the same exact attack pattern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's $25 on the Switch and on Steam. Like if you like those types of games, man, I highly recommend it. I replayed Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance because like I was in a character action mood type of game, so I was like, okay, if I already played Bayo 1 and 2, I've already played Vanquish. What other Platinum game haven't I played yet? Revengeance. I forgot how fucking good that game is. Like the music, the action, the boss fights were starting getting a little irritating, like the fight with the senator. But man, once I figured out the pattern, man, it was just so good.
I just never forget that Kojima is basically Nostradamus when the president when the senator's talking.
The senator says, "Make America great again." I'm like, when did this come out? 2013. How are you predicting the future, Kojima?
Nanomachines, son.
You're like The Simpsons. The Simpsons predict everything. Although they're missing the mark on this upcoming election. There's no one named Lisa Simpson running. Because remember, she's supposed to take over after Trump and try to fix up his blunders. What else? Oh yeah, I played and completed God of War on last night. Oh my god.
What? Or you mean this morning?
Yeah, this morning. That took me goddamn. Like I looked at I had an old file on there when I played it like 9 years ago, and I was like, 8 hours? Yeah, I could bang this out in 2 streams. Yeah, no problem. 1 o'clock now, I'm in the Hades. I was like, okay, I gotta climb this up, and then I go fight Ares, right? Oh, there's those little twisty things. The hitbox is like that wide on your screen. So you're like, oh, you're this far away from the spike? Yeah, that counts as a hit. I wanted to snap my controller in half. Actually, halfway up the climb, it said my batteries were low. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be finishing this tonight. No, but I pushed through, and I had people who frequent a lot of... what makes a great meme greater? Add nanomachine, son.
Nanomachine, son.
Yeah. But no, I had people that were just looking for God of War streams or popping in. It's like, hey, I haven't seen this in a while, and they're coaching me on. Other people just saying, breathe, Chase, breathe. So, yeah, that last little bit of God of War, I completely forgot how difficult it was. It got so much to the point where I kept getting my ass kicked by Ares. It's just like, hey, we see you're having problems. You want to switch to easy? And I was like, yeah.
Ew.
I went no anyway, but.
And angriest Dad Simulator.
Yeah, that's Angry Dad Simulator.
Because on the new one he melted.
Yeah, not current Dad Simulator, which I have, but I am going to get around to playing. I got that at a used place for like $10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and also too, I've done that.
I'm still doing a God of War run.
I have
oh shit.
I've done that
So
thing where
difficult.
I bought the same game twice. I got this out of Salvation Army in an EB Games case, Def Jam Icon. I was like, oh yeah, I don't have that, and it's kind of a hard game to find. I already had it. It's in my sleeve.
Oh, Def Jam Icon, Johnny. Oh no, Johnny, no.
Def Jam Icon.
That game is seven shades of shit right there.
Oh really?
What are you talking about? It's the greatest game of all time.
It is.
Don't
no. If
don't
you
listen
play,
to Jimbo.
if you've played, okay, Johnny, let me ask you: have you played Def Jam and Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York?
I have played Vendetta. I don't have Fight for New York.
Still play
Icon just wipes everything good out about the series, and it's just like, here's what we're gonna. It is. As someone who loves that series, that game killed me inside.
Still plays better than 2K20.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Thank you, Wardman.
Everything plays better than 2K20.
Yeah. No, man, those have been my weeks other than working and
How's it been being back at work since,
Yeah, it's been a full month now. I could say that there's a lot of pressures, not because of COVID, but because of other things. And like, there's so much that's changing at my work that it's like a lot to take in. And I think a lot of people are starting to notice that I'm cracking a little bit. And it's just like, they're just like, hey, what's wrong? I said, nothing's wrong. It's like, what's wrong? It's like, something's about to be wrong if you keep asking me that. Like, just leave me in my corner. Bring people in, bring them to me. I'll deal with it. But I've had like some moments there where I've had a lot of good days off there. So, I need the recharge there. Yeah. But I think, though, at least in our area, rumors are going around that businesses are going to start opening up more, but there's not going to be like the big borders and everything. I had a bank worker told me that she said in September, like, they wear face masks now and let only a certain amount of people in at a time. They are now going to have the plexiglass thing and a face mask. And they're not going to restrict the amount of people that come into the store. But in order to come into the store, you have to wear a mask. Which we only have, I think, in the province, maybe 1 or 2 active cases of COVID right now. 4? My wife is telling me 4. Why, were there 2 new ones today or something? Okay. All right. Apparently 4. Whatever. But yeah, they're saying that we're probably going to be moving over to that because we have like 3 or 4 employees right now that are still on furlough, and they're telling them, okay, end of August we should hopefully have you guys back. I think that at this point they're just going to be like, look, we're not going to wait anymore, and we're just going to put these rules in. If you can't abide by them, then don't come in the store. But we're not going to limit like where people losing money. Plus, too, our government is going to cut that thing, that like surplus money. They're going to cut it down So it's like, okay, the CERB money is gone, but we're going, if you're still out of work, we're going to transition you into just like an expanded unemployment type deal. So it's like you're going to get a little bit more than you would on unemployment, but it's not unemployment, if that makes sense. I don't know. He said it's going to start winding down probably at the end of this month, middle of next month. It's hard to say. But
that's his here in the States. Last week was the last week you could qualify for the $600 extra unemployment. So everything kind of goes back to normal for now unless they obviously pass a new bill for extended for the surplus. But
I just realized I did not put my I usually have these lights on in the background from when we do game days and the podcast, which just flashes the game day colors. So there we go.
Blue and purple.
Blue purple.
Let's go.
I can't hydrate, Shiro. I don't have any liquids. But exactly. I had the segue already, and you ruined it.
What I'm here for, apparently.
You ruined it. Guys, folks, this podcast is brought to you by Rep Sports.
Oh, you didn't even ask if you could read something.
No, I don't need your permission. Rep Sports is sponsored with Gamedays with a promo code at checkout if you guys want to pick up some energy drinks, protein, popcorn. They sell other great items on there. We personally recommend the Raise Energy drink because it's a zero sugar energy boost. Zero sugar means no crash at the end. Keeps you pepped up. It was brought to our attention by one of our hosts, Short Bus Eric, who's also a sponsor of theirs as well. I mean, unfortunately, I haven't personally tried them because they're not available in Canada. They're only available in the States. Yeah, zero sugar, zero carb. It is keto friendly, says Eric, if you're into that sort of thing. So for our listeners, if you use promo code Gamedays at checkout, you'll save 15% off your order when you go to repsports.com. That's repsports with 2 P's.com. Use promo code Gamedays at checkout for 15% off your order. Any proceeds from those orders go to our Extra Life campaign. Thanks, Rep Sports.
And I tried my first one because I got my sampler pack in the mail. I tried the Galaxy Burst, and it is pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
There's a lot of fruit flavors in there.
Yes. Eric in the chat says sour gummy word is the best. Okay, I am going to just double check the podcast questions. Cool. I'm going to use the only two that are on here because we were off for 3 weeks. We have a lot of news to talk about. First bit of news though, and I won't do the news for this because I actually don't have a news article for this. I'll give a special shout out to Craig Skitz. 2 weeks ago, officially left Game Attack, sold all of his shares to Bolin, and just doing his own thing now, which is the Craig Skitz podcast over on YouTube and Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So, wish Craig from the Game Days best of luck. I know a lot of us are watching, but man, it's kind of weird that he's doing something on his own. He's not running a company with Attack in the name of it. Have you guys checked out any of the podcast yet?
I've seen the clips that I think he's uploaded to Twitter. I haven't had a chance to watch them fully, but I'm anytime someone like that leaves a company and wants to and does something new, like a podcast, where they're talking with whether it be old friends or new folks, it's always good to see.
Yeah,
especially because you get other perspectives on things that you were there for, or maybe not there for, so you get to hear other points of view.
There's 3 episodes up right now. His first one was with James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd. Second one was with Tommy Tallarico. The third one just went up on Monday with Bruce Green, formerly of Funhouse and Rooster Teeth and Inside Gaming, all that good stuff. If I could spoil one thing about the first episode of the podcast, the fact that when AVGN and Nostalgia Critic were doing their little feud, and I never knew this officially, apparently Craig approached Channel Awesome about taking that stuff that they were doing, compiling it and releasing it as a DVD. And he never named names, but I know exactly who he's talking about. Because whenever you talk about anyone on the channel awesome about being a dick, there's only one name that comes up, and that's Mike Rashad. Mm-hmm. And then I went back and watched older stuff where Rashad was giving his feelings about Craig, and his producers was like, "Oh, why not do business with Craig?" He's like, "Oh, he's a dick." He's like, "Why?"
Yeah, of course he is.
He's just a dick. Why? He wouldn't give a straight answer. He's just like, "Oh, we like Handsome Tom and what he's doing. We don't like Craig." He's like, "Oh, like, because they're..." One of the producers just didn't understand it. He's like, "Well, they're doing a lot of stuff. You know, they got their own convention. Why wouldn't we want to work with them?" And that's a whole other story for a whole other time. But we wish Craig the best of luck. Hey, who knows? Maybe he's reached out to people saying that he wanted to be on other people's podcasts and channels. He wants to collab. So
Okay.
I know Woody has made the olive branch to see if he wanted to do game days. I would love to have him on for game days. Of course, schedule's pending. I don't know because I don't know what his schedule's like. I don't know when he records his podcast or if these nights are family nights there. We'll see. But that was the quick little bit I wanted to talk about Craig. So we're gonna go straight into a whole shit ton of stuff to talk about. Like a lot of stuff happened in the last 3 weeks. So it's time for Dun News. Beep, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, bah. Okay, first up in the news. I don't know if I should stir this again, but
oh god, yeah.
What happened?
So this came out shortly after we did our podcast. The trailer for the FMV video game Gamer Girl, which Sony posted and then immediately deleted because of backlash. So I'll play the trailer there. So it's supposed to be an interactive FMV where you are the mod of a live streamer, and you control like stuff that happens in the game. So and like the stream. So like you can mod the chat. You give her advice for stuff. And apparently it's like this dark narrative of like a stalker, or I don't know if it's about the stalker or the boyfriend of this girl, because like right now she's like, I can see her text messages, and like she's doing IRL streams, and she's like, "What do you guys think? What should I do?" Of course, apparently this pissed off a lot of people. Yeah, like right here, like there's this scene here. Sorry, Game Chasers. Like apparently this is her boyfriend. She's like, "Why are you streaming again?" So it's by the same guys that do those other FMV games. So apparently there's branching past, and of course, like a lot of people got mad about this. A lot of people were memeing about it too. Like I think Pokemon went on to talk about.
Is it? We really gonna take Pokemon's opinion on anything
for this?
No. Like right here, this scene, she's just like, yeah, because that's really how you play Mario Kart. Or something. Because like this is like a faux Mario Kart game that they were playing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this is coming under fire because actual female streamers are like, we've had to deal with this, and I think this came at the wrong time, because I think around this time, the streamer Sweet Anita is actually dealing with a stalker right now. That's like threatening her life, and apparently her police department was like, well, we can't do anything unless you try something. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it real quick. This has been brought up since then, because like it's coming out in September to all the platforms. Your guys' take, I guess.
I'm not even gonna bother with it. It's no. I don't think.
Zero. Oh. Zero?
No, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care for this at all.
This is not my genre of game, like the choose your own adventure, like live action thing. The only reason it's going to get any traction is because YouTubers and streamers are going to play it for the lulz.
Yeah.
They're going to play it to make fun of it.
Yep.
Which I'm like, how hard is it to torrent PC games again? That's the only way I would ever play. I'm not giving these people money. I'm not giving people this money.
Hey, well, I know one way they can make the game better.
What's that?
Nano machines, son.
I mean, he's got a point.
Yeah. I'm sure some YouTuber will play this for like one episode and be like, nope, I can't in good conscience play this anymore. Like Super Seducer. That's the thing. Like, these games are not meant to be taken seriously. They're just, hey, look at this. Hey, we decided to make a choose your own adventure game.
Palpatine's nano machines.
That's probably what kept them alive in the last movie.
He's Emperor Palpatine.
Did they ever?
alive? Nano machines, son.
Nano machines, son.
Nano machines, son.
Did we ever determine the Palpatine that was in Rise of Skywalker, if that was the real Palpatine or was a clone?
That's a clone.
It was a
It's a
clone.
clone. It's a clone.
See, I would have thought that the clone would have been the one in Jedi. It's like, oh, I know Vader will betray me. I'm gonna send a clone.
No,
Okay.
it's a clone. And I'm pretty sure if they keep making any Star Wars related stuff, everything's gonna fall back to another Palpatine clone.
Yeah. Oh, they will.
He ruins everything.
So moving on. Hey, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of a dead platform. G4 is apparently coming back.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, G4, the X-Play and Attack of the Show Twitter accounts released this teaser trailer saying that it's coming back. So apparently, I can't remember which company owns it. I was gonna say Time Warner, Comcast. They own G4,
Comcast, yeah.
and they're gonna bring it back in 2021. Now, from my understanding, is that they're gonna bring some of the shows back. Obviously, the ones that tweeted out. So Attack of the Show, X-Play. Yeah. But I highly doubt any of the old hosts are coming back, which is good. Sessler has said that he'll never go back. Morgan Webb, I think she works for a gaming company now. So I mean, she's in a good spot.
I think for most, if not all of the former hosts, it would kind of not so much a step back, but it would kind of be like it would be like an old wrestler coming back when they don't need to. It feels like if they're going to return this, they should start fresh and not try to live off the old glory, because at some point the old glory was like, I don't know.
Speaking of wrestlers, hashtag Creed for G4. So Austin Creed, Xavier Woods of Up Down Down and WWE has been campaigning to be a host for some show on G4.
I mean, I'd watch.
And here's the thing, too. It is not going to be a television network. It is strictly going to be online content, which is the smartest move they could ever do.
Yes.
Because since the demise of G4, the smartest thing they can do is just go online. Because, yes, G4 was, when it was on television and streaming was not as prevalent as it is today, the place to get all the up-to-date and live coverage of E3 was G4. Because they were there every single day, broadcasting live from the floor, showing off games, showing off the conferences. But since that died, and then the Spike TV game trailer show died, guess what stepped up? Twitch. And the independent people who run those streams.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, we'll just broadcast in E3. We don't need any of these other things. And then Nintendo was like, well, we just pre-record our own thing and stream that,
Yeah.
Now, if they go to a completely online thing, that would be great, because I mean, you could do it live. You don't have to do anything pre-taped. I don't think, depending on how they want to get advertisers, maybe they don't have to be censored as much. I'm excited because, well, here's the thing, Wordman. They're not going to go back to the cops and cheaters because, like, that was someone who came in, bought the company, was going to turn it into Esquire because, like, oh, we want to, this is the demographic we're going after. Now, I said it before. I'll say it again. Screensavers over Attack of the Show. I fucking hated Attack of the Show. Like, Screensavers is so much better. Screensavers, I love. They had a contest where they're like, here's a Windows XP with Service Pack 1. Change the wallpaper. We'll give you this PC plus a cash prize. And then 3 days later, they're like, yeah, our bosses told us we can't do this. It's a security risk if you guys trying to bypass our protocols and our firewall. So, yeah, please stop trying to hack our network. Bring back Code Monkeys. Oh, yeah, we were going through all the shows. Actually, there is a video, and if future me can remember, link in the description below of the YouTube video. There was a great video a guy did years back called The Rise and Fall of G4 Tech TV, where he went from, like, the starting of Tech TV, and then the merger with G4, and then the various shows and hosts that went back. G4TV.com needs to come back. Once quarantine ends, if they can call it Victor Lucas and get the Electric Playground Network in there. I mean, he's just doing that from the Vancouver Film Studio. Well, right now, because of COVID, he's doing it from his house. But, man, Electric Playground's still going. Like, he's still keeping that thing alive on YouTube and doing a pretty good job. But I wish more people will realize that he was still, alive and doing stuff. Obviously, we can't get any Tommy Tallarico back from everything because he's got Video Games Live and he's doing the Intellivision reboot. Which kind of sounds interesting, but I need to see the actual product in motion before I judge. I'm trying to think of what else was on G4 that is worth bringing back besides X-Play and reviews on the run or Judgment Day or whatever version it was called.
I mean, I like some of the old shows like Arena and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like if they're gonna bring it back, let's do some new stuff.
Yeah, like if they're doing Arena, do it on stuff that doesn't get like a whole lot of love on esports.
Right?
Because I mean, like Overwatch League's got their stuff covered. League of Legends obviously got their stuff covered. Like you don't need Arena. Like Arena, I don't know what they could do differently than what people on Twitch are already doing. I don't know. We'll wait and see next year. It's cool that it's coming back. I just, like I say, as long as they're not on television and airing reruns of Cops and Cheaters, we're good.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you didn't expect to hear in the year 2020, which is most of the things we've heard this year. G4 returning.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Really quickly, instead of making a new game, Ubisoft is just giving the rights to Splinter Cell to Netflix, and they're going to make an animated series out of it. Remember Sam Fisher? What was the last game he was in? Blacklist?
I can't remember. I'm not big on the Splinter Cell franchise.
Is that when they got rid of Michael Ironside? They replaced him with someone else?
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to sit... if we have no history with Splinter Cell, other than I played Double Agent for maybe 2 hours and didn't like it.
My only experience with Splinter Cell has been whatever mention of it was on Far Cry 5. But you can get the Splinter Cell fucking little uniform deal. And Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Because Sam Fisher just up there now.
Right.
On the after story.
Right.
But that's about it. That's all the experience I have with it. I really don't care for it. Okay. Never have. Really. Never caught my attention. Never been much of a stealth person, really.
Yeah. As someone who's not good at stealth in video games, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna move on to a little bit of streamer news. So, there's a brand new hot streamer on the market. He was known for a certain day in the WWE universe. His name is Rusev.
Is it?
Yes. And he actually announced that he's actually going to...
Miro now.
It's Miro now, formerly Rusev.
Yeah, Miro.
But now he has announced that he's going to be full-time content creator, YouTuber.
Yeah. You killed a talented wrestler. You killed him entirely. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Vince.
But I think on the eve of him announcing that he was full-time creator, he got banned on Twitch.
Yep. Rumor is that
Lana popped up in a bikini, and that's it. They banned him.
Which I'm surprised it was that most recent one, because she's popped up on streams in bikinis before. Like she's just out in the pool tanning or whatnot. And then Miro's just like, come play Shovel Knight. And she keeps jumping on the enemies trying to kill them without actually doing like the shovel thing. And he's just like, no, it's not like Mario. He's just like, I thought it was like Mario. It's like, no, it's not like Mario.
That's great. But you can tell they are just having fun. It's not like,
oh hell yeah.
Is she still under contract with the E? I can't remember.
Yes. Lana still
WWE,
yeah. But because
they're like kicking her out.
But because of this handsome face got COVID, she's in quarantine as well.
Gotcha. Well, I think a lot of people that a lot of her loved ones got COVID. So I remember like a series of tweets where it was like, "Oh,
her mom and all that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so he got banned. It was a quick ban. It was one of those, and it never popped up in all those British kids reporting on Twitch drama. I was just like, here's a person that people actually know who got banned.
Those kids aren't going to know who fucking Miro is.
Yep.
He's not big enough yet. We know who he is because of his previous career.
And Rusev there.
Yeah. I was too sexy for Twitch.
Yeah, I was too sexy with Twitch. I learned my lesson. See y'all tomorrow. Miro, Twitch with no eyes.
Yeah.
What was his nicknames on Up Down Down? Tong Po and Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I remember that FIFA tournament they had with Pac, aka Neville. Yeah. He switched his name like every match.
Yeah, it's like a Roman Reigns. It's like, why are you Roman Reigns? Because Roman Reigns always wins. Oh, this world's too precious for.
He's got.
It actually like
it's too precious. It's too precious.
If you watched that season of Total Divas that Lana was on with him, it was like leading up to their marriage and all that. It's like, he's the nicest guy. How could I hate him? It's like,
exactly.
He likes Putin. Boo. It's like,
let us not forget the moment when one of my favorite Rusev moments is whenever they're talking about watching the Total Divas premiere, and he's streaming it on Periscope afterwards. And he goes, "We're gonna watch the episode. We're gonna rewatch the episode of Total Divas." And Sheamus, God bless his soul, in the background, is like, "No, we're not watching that shite." One of my favorite moments. And his face is just like, "Bro, I'm live streaming here. What are you doing?"
I think the next day they posted a photo of Sheamus tied to a chair, gagged, and he's like, "Oh, we're watching Total Divas, bro."
Yep. No, we're not watching that shite.
So, from one Twitch streamer that kids really should know about to the streamer that every kid knows about, whether you like it or not, Ninja.
John Cena.
So Ninja decided that he wants to tackle Hollywood. Although this story actually, like, Eric wanted me to put this on the podcast, but after yesterday, it kind of we'll have to wait and see how he deals with this, because he thinks that sitting on your butt for 8 hours a day playing Fortnite, barely acknowledging chat, somehow equals a Hollywood career.
Yeah, I don't care for this either.
I love bitching at people online as much as the next guy, calling them hackers, snipers, all that shit. But it doesn't translate to Hollywood stardom.
No, I mean, just because you're on The Masked Singer and a Super Bowl ad doesn't mean you can act. But
Cut to the clip of him at his New Year's Day party. Everybody do the floss. I don't see anybody flossing. Come on, guys, join in. And nobody's moving.
nope. Because average Joe Schmo don't know who he is.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's a good thing.
12-year-olds at home with mommy's credit card to throw money at him, they know who he is. Yeah, it's the guy that plays Fortnite.
Maybe he'll play Fortnite with me if I donate enough. Nope.
So I kind of felt that this was a little bit of old news for him trying to tackle Hollywood because he streamed for the first time on Twitch yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of unannounced, unless I guess if you follow on Twitter, we don't. He had 99,000 concurrent viewers for his return to Twitch.
Sounds about right.
Which is almost less than half than what he did on YouTube a couple weeks ago. On YouTube, he had 166,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess the ball's in who's ever court wants to throw him a big fat check.
Well, it was still more.
Honestly, Twitch and YouTube, you're not going to watch this. But if you are watching, don't. His wife tweeted out that they're going to buy an island. He has fuck you money. You're going to give him more fuck you money? No. If I had 30 million from the Mixer debacle, I would just stream casually for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I mean, why even think about signing an exclusive partnership with anybody if you've got that kind of money? Just stream where you want to stream.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He has said in interviews, though, that he feels really bad for Microsoft and Mixer because he really wanted that platform to succeed. Because competition makes everyone better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think now that Mixer's done that, Twitch is going to be like, hey, that faster and light thing, maybe we should implement that into our streaming service? Nope.
They kind of have it. It's just selective.
All right, so that's it for streamer news. I'm going to move on now to... So, Series X had their games conference to show off their games. Mm-hmm. And one of those being Halo Infinite, which the internet did not like because they did not preference anywhere on the video that this was pre-alpha footage from 5 months ago running on PC. They didn't tell the nerds that the Tress effects weren't ready yet. And, oh my god, this looks ugly. But, I mean, from the trailer I saw, I love the fact that it's open world. I mean, it's a lot different than just, go from point A to point B and shoot anything that's not you. Like every other FPS that's out there with a single-player campaign. So, I'm intrigued with it, but that's not the big news that we're talking about with, people being graphics whores. It's the fact that the Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it's going to be Xbox Series X launch title. Multiplayer will be free to play. Single player campaign, obviously, you will have to purchase. But yeah. I mean, if you've got Game Pass, it's going to come with it. Now, here's the funny thing with the multiplayer going free to play.
Yes.
The rumors are coming up that Xbox Live Gold is going away.
No, it's not.
Rumors going around that Game Pass will just be the all-in-one.
Nope. Microsoft reported today that I don't know where you heard these rumors. Your Xbox Live Gold is not going away, and we're not changing your name to Xbox Live Services, whatever the fuck it was. Everything's gonna stay the same. You can buy Gold if you want to. You can buy Game Pass if you want to. You can buy Ultimate if you want to. Nothing's gonna change.
Okay, do you have a link to that article you can throw up to me?
Let me see.
Because I will open that up right now on Cast.
It's one of those things that I'm glad that I don't that when the glitch happened with the try Game Pass for $1 or Game Pass Ultimate for $1, I went and loaded up on Xbox Live Gold and then switched it over, and it's like, oh hey, now I don't have to worry about it until 2022. So yeah. February of 2022, I have to then decide.
Mine's good until 2021 in October. unless I want to throw more gold onto it, which I think I will. Keep it going.
Will there be banshees?
Put it in the house DM.
Can you just put it in the? Can you put it in our DM? Because I can't.
Not from my phone.
Okay.
Not from my phone.
I won't be able to look at it then.
Because Discord is a bitch.
Okay. Well, I cannot go to that then. So.
Okay, just because you're lazy.
Well, I'll
one of the
push
other,
it. I'll make it.
one of the other rumors I've been hearing though is that, well, I mean, it's not really a rumor. This is my own theory. Games with gold will be going away soon. Because why give away the games, the smattering of games for free when all the good games are on Game Pass anyway? Like, if you look at the last 2 months, even 3 months of free games, like, compared to PlayStation, it is straight garbo.
Oh, you was under that garbo.
And it's in the Discord.
Okay.
It is surprising how, like, granted, NBA 2K20 is not like a game that for most people they're going to be like, oh, yes, I'm so glad, yay. Okay, I mean, I've put a decent amount of time in it.
Isn't renaming Xbox Live, and there's no plans to Xbox Live Gold. Microsoft isn't planning to rename Xbox Live or discontinue Xbox Live Gold. Rumors of a Xbox Live rename appear this week. Changes to service agreement. Starts going away. Language updates tend to distinguish that underlying service and the paid Xbox Live Gold subscription. There are no changes being made to the experience of the service to Xbox Live Gold. Recent rumors have also speculated that Xbox Live Gold is going away or perhaps being even made free. We have no plan to discontinue Xbox Live Gold at this point. It's an important part of gaming Xbox today and continue to be in the future. Okay. So Gold not going away. Okay. I would assume that they would just say, hey, Game Pass Ultimate, $16.99, you get everything included with it. Because I think you get the gold included with your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate anyway.
I think. The Ultimate is gold and Game Pass in one package. Yeah. But it's a smart move to still have a separate Game Pass for people who only want to play stuff on Game Pass and not multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Or have Xbox
what was the other Halo news I had here?
Don't care for Game Pass.
Oh. So, not involving Infinite, but the Master Chief Collection. Master Chief Collection will get crossplay in 2020.
Yay!
There'll be custom game browser, mouse, keyboard support for Xbox One, and more.
Good news for us on the Game Day side, I think.
Because there's a lot of us, there's a few of us in the Game Days community that prefer playing on PC. I'm not one of them, Patrick. I don't know if Patrick prefers PC or controller, but that's great.
It's a heathen.
Well, I mean, like, there are a lot that just, did not get an Xbox One for some strange reason or another. I mean,
look at like someone like Miss Mindy who has it on PC but doesn't have it on Xbox. She could join us now.
Exactly. And like the other night there when we did Halo for our birthday stream, that was tons of fun. I miss playing old school Halo like that. Even though I love Halo 5 and that's been my crack lately. I love getting into some old school Halo, especially 2.
Play the old school Halo.
Yeah.
So slow.
Yeah. You gotta retrain your brain on the older ones. I'm like, okay, I don't have sprint, I don't have boost, I don't have this and that,
or just even the control scheme.
Well, for me, I have it set to how I'm accustomed to it now on 5, and there's a way that you can just say, okay, I want this and this and this and this and this. Okay, put this across every single game.
Okay.
So like my reload's always X, my melee's always RB, my crouch is B.
RB.
I think like aim down sights would be right stick. Yeah, and then like the left bumper and all that would just be something else there. But yeah, I mean, who would have thunk it that this game that had so many problems at launch just gets so much. You look at the menus, and also there's a new progression system in there for like cosmetic unlocks across games. Like, it's crazy. It's not the same game.
It's better.
like that can also attribute to the fact that you don't see a lot of used games on GameStop or EB Games shelves because they keep adding stuff to it. They keep changing it, so it's a somewhat different experience every time you play. We played Gears 5 the other night with Eric.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize a goddamn thing in that, and I was like, wait a minute, I have gold now?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I don't have to grind out experience to unlock Dom. I just buy a skin? Damn.
Exactly.
It's like, good job, Coalition.
Yeah,
Good
they
job.
made the game more, accessible for those of us who have a life
Okay.
or
Mhm.
job,
Yeah.
and not spending every day in our houses.
Yeah. I'm gonna avoid the Giga Leak from Nintendo because I mean it's a bunch of small smattering of stuff like oh, did you know that when they did Yoshi's Island they had placeholder sound effects? I think the biggest thing was that they intended to put Luigi in Super Mario 64.
That's the biggest thing, that the Luigi was a thing. The model is there. They just couldn't put it in put the multiplayer and Luigi in there because memory issues.
All right. Well, so we're
I
gonna.
also have I also have the PC port of Super Mario 64.
Oh yeah, well Nintendo can shut that down. They can shut you down for trying to stream it or put content up, but although at this point I don't think
how
they
the fuck
care.
are they go? Oh yeah, look, I'm playing Super Mario 64. I said on is it the PC port? I cannot tell you that. I'm just playing Super Mario 64. I'm not gonna say whether or not it's in PC.
Yeah.
I can go for them really sometimes.
So
People this brought Super Mario 64 to the attention of many new players. And people are realizing, wow, this game was actually a big of a deal because it reshaped what gaming is into what it is today. And for people on PC being able to play it is good. And it's good for them because now new people have interest in the game. So when they come out with their remake in a little bit, because that's what Nintendo usually does, like the whole I don't know if you remember another Metroid 2 remake, AM2R.
yeah,
The baby.
Yeah, that project was going on for about 8, 9, almost 10 years.
and then they finally shut it down because oh wait, you actually finished it? Ooh, well, this
he actually finished it, released it, and then they shut it down and released their own remake on that same year.
Yep. And it's this horrible abomination.
You call it an abomination. I call it a game that needs some adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Like being able to control Samus with the D-pad and not that horrible thumbstick.
Yeah. Yep. That's
and Nintendo, why'd you port that to the Switch?
Yeah, they can port it to the Switch. And the Switch has better... I won't mind using the thumbstick on this controller than I will do on the 3DS, because the 3DS is, oh my god, it's fucking shitty.
Yeah.
I'd rather use this to control Samus and Samus Returns.
Speaking of Nintendo ports, this just got announced today. Pikmin 3 getting ported to the Switch as Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And shortly after this got posted, there's no notes or anything on this. Nintendo pulled Pikmin 3 off the Wii U eShop.
Well, yeah.
At least I think so. I don't know if that changed, but...
The Wii U is kind of dead anyways.
Yeah, let me just boot mine up and wipe the dust off of it. See if it's on there. But yeah, so this brings the tally of Wii U games that need to be ported down to 3. Super Mario 3D World, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Star Fox Zero. Then after that, then this thing can just sit in my shelf as an emulation station, which is pretty much is anyway.
I was gonna say.
Let's check it out.
No. No, all I want is Super Mario All-Stars to be brought to the Super Nintendo deal on the Switch. so we can have all 3 games in Super Nintendo glory.
Uh,
So
Wordman only says Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3 because the version that's on the Wii U has all the e-reader levels.
Eh,
There's
don't
Hey
care for that.
Pikmin. I can buy Pikmin 2 as a Wii game. I can buy Pikmin 1. Yeah, it's gone. So if you didn't buy it, fuck you. No preservation of the medium for you.
Q Tom.
See, maybe it will be back. Because I remember them pulling this shit when they re-released Tropical Freeze on the Switch. Because they're
I love that.
why would I pay $80 for the Switch version when you've got the Wii U version digitally for $20? And they're like, oh shit,
Yes,
yeah,
the new-
boop, delete. And then they're like, you
news
can't do
article right
that.
there.
What's that?
The news article right there.
How about the PS5?
Well, the PS5.
What's this?
No, right next to the video, right there. That one.
Oh, that? The trailer for Pikmin?
No, the PlayStation 1.
He's looking at the ad next to it.
Oh,
That thing.
Blizzard shows off new Diablo Immortal gameplay?
No, the PlayStation 1.
What
Don't care
about
about
it?
Diablo.
Is this
Sony's ready.
for
ready
PS5,
for
but the TVs are not ready for PS5? Oh, hang
fine.
on a second. Deleted.
Delete what?
Someone in the Twitch chat asking us to buy viewers.
Oh my god, they keep.
You gotta be from the ninth circle of hell or some special brand of asshole to make a bot that thinks we can buy viewers to whatever. All right, moving on. Quick little sports ball update. Guess what's still not dead? The XFL.
That picture.
He's shocked he bought it too.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
At a low price of $15 million?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow racing, people's champ, Dwayne The Rock Johnson bought the XFL.
Well, him and a group of investors.
Yes, one of them being his ex-wife, who is also his
Manager.
manager. Yeah. So yes, Dwayne Johnson owns the XFL. He bought it for $15 million. Is this kind of karma on Vince when he bought WCW for $2 million? And now one of his fledgling companies that he couldn't get off the ground, someone bought at a. Because isn't 15 million like 2 million? Like we're adjusting for inflation, but millions now. Like
A little bit.
15 million is 2 million back in 2001.
This is kind of like that, but this is a difference where this iteration of the XFL, this version of it, had some success. It was doing things right. I've said this before in past podcasts. It was doing things right. Things were going well. No one could have foresaw the pandemic that we're in right now happening. That's what killed it, realistically. Because if you can't have fans at the stadium, you're not going to continue. And obviously, if there's no games,
Oh, Vince would prove you otherwise with WWE.
well, listen, we've all got our own opinions on that. I think he's
Want The Rock to be the president of the United States.
but it's for him. I like that.
Imagine The Rock as president of the United States.
Okay.
That massive
Here's
man.
one of the cool things the XFL did is that there was a guy using an Xbox One controller to run the instant replays.
There were at least 6 or 7
They're
things
like,
that they did.
they're like, hey, can you run that back for me? He's like, yeah, sure, hang on. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way they did kickoffs and punts, there were a lot of things that they did right. Again, this league was not meant to be super successful right out of the gate. It was meant to slowly build to a decent alternative to the NFL. But obviously, if you can't have people at games, I know Vince does it with the current product on air, but sports are a different thing than.
Vince just doesn't want to lose money. Period.
I mean, I'm
Like,
sure he
he'll
was pissed
sacrifice-
whenever.
Like he'll do anything he can to sacrifice anything just so that he stays above a certain dollar amount.
Yeah.
Because you look at the other companies, Impact didn't fire anyone, Ring of Honor didn't fire anyone, AEW didn't fire anyone. WWE is the only company that fired people or put them on furlough.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is still operating, which that's a whole bag of worms of stuff I've already talked about. But that's that's the governor of Florida taking money under the table to say that pro wrestling is an essential business during this pandemic when it was not.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis
I'd rather have
can eat
something
it.
to watch.
I'm gonna steal.
But nobody's watching it.
Yeah,
I am.
Okay, are you legit watching it on USA Network, or are you watching, or doing like I do and you're watching the GIFs?
YouTube.
There it is.
Yeah.
The governor of Florida can eat a wee.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Watch it all on
That's
YouTube,
the amount of
TV.
that's all the sports ball talk I got.
Holy shit! 0% financing for 72 months on a Mitsubishi. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Let's do this shit.
Fast and
Jimbo,
Furious.
let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
All right.
We're gonna make a road trip with it.
All right. Next up, people are mad because people want you to buy their console over the other one. Marvel's Avengers announced that Spider-Man will be an exclusive character in the PlayStation 4 and 5 versions of the game.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
That
this.
pissed me off.
I understand why they did it, but I'm not a fan
Fuck
of it.
Sony. Fuck
Yeah.
Sony. Period. Fuck
Here's
Sony.
the thing: Sony owns Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Also-
was an exclusive game on the PS4.
Also, Tom
Yeah.
rating the podcast
That
as
doesn't
well.
matter.
Oh, no alerts.
I hate
But
that.
for me, this is also when I've heard early reviews of like the beta. This makes me really sad that they're doing this with Spider-Man. It just it's a smart business move on Sony's point, but as
It's
someone who
not.
owns every console, it's a head scratcher for sure.
It's not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, I'll always say like I mean, it's worked for me. Like if
Yeah,
I'm gonna
out
get
of
Avengers, I'm gonna get it for PS4 now because I like Spider-Man.
I'm
But here's the
also-
thing: from what I've seen of the
I'm gonna-
game, it doesn't look like it's like some people are comparing it to Destiny. I'm like, really? You can't just
I've
make
heard-
you just can't make it like Spider-Man where it's like an open
The
world
UI.
thing.
It's the UI. The UI is very similar to Destiny.
I've heard Anthem comparisons as well.
No, it's not anywhere near close to Anthem either. It has it's got things in common with Destiny. Yes, the UI is absolutely similar, and the gameplay might be a mix between Destiny and Anthem, but it's not gonna be the same.
CRA, that's an automatic turn off for me
Why?
because I don't like Destiny. And I don't like Anthem.
Well,
But
I
you
mean,
didn't play Anthem, so shh.
there is a beta coming up later this month, an open beta for everybody, not just if you pre-ordered the game. The almighty dollar leads all, but man, this was a bad call.
This is a bad
I think
call.
I think it's a perfect call for.
Nah, I'm gonna get it on Xbox just because.
Out of spite.
Out of spite, yeah.
And then that's how most of the PS4s got sold this generation, out of spite.
Mhm.
There are so many people I know that bought a PS4 over an Xbox One out of spite because of the whole always online used games debacle.
Yeah.
And the whole Connect had to be plugged in at the
And the reason I stayed on Xbox was because all of my friends just went for Xbox. I'm like, I'm not gonna start over by myself.
Yeah.
So I just went with Xbox.
like I'm gonna get all the consoles eventually. Just
Yeah.
calm down.
Like, I'm gonna wait on the PlayStation 5 though.
But I can understand, like, I mean, if everyone got the same, I don't know, it's a tit for tat situation where it's like, I mean, if everyone's got the same version, does it matter what version you get?
Well, I will get that PlayStation version though, where man, that's for sure. I will get the PS Damn It version.
This is one of those things where I'll get it based on what overall public view is, and maybe based on what like our community is going to get it on.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try the open beta when it happens, just to see if it's even worth the purchase.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
try it. But
Speaking of still upsetting PlayStation fans, so Sony's come out and said
This is
this is funny. They said that they let you know what hardware will work on the PS5 and which one won't. And they said that your DualShock 4 will work on the PS5, but with PS4 games. They want you to use their new controller for PS5 games, obviously.
no
And
shit.
people are mad. And I'm like, besides a couple of Nintendo releases, name me one. Okay. Name me one company that gave you a 1-to-1. Oh yeah, your old shit will just work on this new console.
Yeah,
You've
no,
always
that's
had to
not-
buy new peripherals, new
Mhm.
controllers for every system. The only ones that come to mind is going from GameCube to Wii. Hey, your GameCube controllers will still work because we've got backwards compatibility on the Wii. From
Yeah,
Wii to
you
Wii
can.
U. Hey, if you don't want to use the tablet for some of these games, that's cool. Your Wiimotes will still sync up because it's backwards compatible with the Wii. And you
Mhm.
can still plug classic controllers in. We've got all these different options for you. And then with the Switch, you're just like, fuck it. Unless, well, technically no, because if you do get that GameCube adapter,
Mhm.
after
Yeah.
version 5 came out, you can use your GameCube controller as a Pro controller.
Yeah.
there's that.
I actually got a Switch controller that's modeled like a GameCube controller
Oh, yeah, there's
Okay,
tons of
Smash.
those. There's tons of those.
for Smash,
Uh,
and it works perfectly. So I don't need the
yeah.
adapter. I don't
There's
need the
also-
batteries.
Okay, so if we're looking at Sony's track record, PlayStation, then PlayStation 2 came out. Oh, yeah, you can just put your PlayStation 1 controller in. You're not going to get the pressure-sensitive stuff in the buttons, though. You need a PS2 controller for that. PS3 was just all, no, it's just going to be a Bluetooth controller. You know, you can't plug in your older controllers. You know, just get the new one. People were fine with that. I don't know if you can plug your PS3 controller into your PS4 controller. Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. No.
I haven't tried it, but
I don't think you
But I
can.
I understand it's like, other than these minor little exceptions, people are mad that this controller won't work on the new system. It's like, this has been gaming for literally the last 40 years.
Yep.
The only other one I can think of off the top of my head is Atari 2600 to 7800, because 7800 is backwards compatible. You can still plug a regular controller in, although the 7800 had just an extra button on there, which was the same as the other one. I don't know. It's stupid. The only thing I'm happy will work is the PlayStation VR and the Move controllers.
Okay.
Those
Yeah,
are going to be available on PS5, which leaves me hope that Iron Man VR will get some type of patch to deal with the new hard drives, because as much as I love the game, the load times are pretty atrocious. It does give me a chance to sit down and relax in between missions, but I would like it if it was a little bit faster. So, Wordman makes a good point. I didn't put it on the docket, but literally the next day, Xbox came out and said, yeah, your old Xbox One controllers will still work with this. Of course they're going to work, because they've said everything is going to work on it.
Yeah.
Like your Xbox One, your 360 that we've made backwards compatible, and your original Xbox games are going to work on this. So why would we go ahead and change
Even
the
this
controller?
thing,
What's that?
my headset for Xbox One,
There, yeah,
which
yeah,
connects to the Xbox One like a controller.
yeah. Third party connect controllers will work as well on Series X. I mean, it's just because that Xbox's controllers, I find, like, you know, it's perfect the way that it is. You don't really have to do anything extra to fuck with it and change shit up. So why bother?
It doesn't need to look like a sports bra.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Eric makes a good point in the chat. Xbox is using the same architecture, whereas PS has been changing it up every generation. Yeah.
Yep.
There's no reason to get mad over this.
Yeah.
All right. And final news story is that, speaking of Xbox and controllers, third-party developers are making all these new plethora of controllers to work with the new streaming service. Project X Cloud is coming out of beta. Actually, I just got an email saying that the beta is going to end in a couple weeks, but it's going to be fully integrated into Game Pass Ultimate. So, and they also announced that today, I think, when they announced the Galaxy Note 20, because Phil Spencer was on there and be like, "Hey, no better way to play than on Samsung. Where's my bag of money?"
Yep.
Oh, good, my laundry is done. But Razer and 8-Bit Do is actually showing off different controllers you can get. So Razer has this one that folds out. I've seen a bunch of these online. They actually look pretty cool. So, you know, you fold it in, you fold it out, you clam your phone in between it, and boom, you're playing Gears 5 on the go.
It's essentially on a Switch.
Basically, turning your phone to a Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
This is the one I saw them marketing. It's the Power A. It's basically they move. Did you have that one?
I have that. No. I have that deal that goes in my Xbox controller. It just holds my phone up.
Oh, yeah. So they made this one just to move the jewel a little bit down so that the clamp wouldn't be covering it over.
Yep.
And then this is the one I told Eric about. Oh, this one right here. I don't think this one's out yet, but this is one that basically.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Makes it almost look like the Daemon S Machina controller. Oh, yeah. Those two Joy-Cons that aren't Joy-Cons, but they just fit on your Switch to make it feel better. Yeah. And then this is the one that nice. I laughed at and I told Eric about, the 8-Bit Do, which. And you guys know I bought the Super Nintendo variant of on Amazon, and then they just go out and it's like, oh yeah, we made an Xbox One version and it's got the jewel in the middle. I'm like, fuck, I could have bought that one. That would have been a lot more easier to carry in my book bag than this. Although I can pair this up with my phone, so I could use this. I mean, the button placement is the exact same.
Oh hey, I got the controller too.
Yeah, so I can use this.
You can pair with your Switch too.
Oh yeah, I've already paired this up. I've tested it out. By the way, Sunday or Saturday, this is what I'm using to hopefully destroy you guys.
Mine broke.
Okay, that is it for that lengthy edition of the news.
Wait. What do you mean, hopefully destroy?
Well, there might be someone that goes, haha, fuck you, I'm getting you reset. Like Eric, you just said eat a wee Chase. Like, there could be, I wouldn't be surprised if a few G1s got together and did like a PayPal thing. It's just like, hey, you chip in $5, I'll chip in $5. We'll drop a hundo on them and reset them all the way back to the beginning.
How about we go and check on Rope real quick, see what's going on over there.
I love how you looked back. You were almost looking eye to eye with Elmo. Oh damn!
Yep, he's still going. Yeah.
Is there? I wish there was some way that we could do. That Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where Colin's in front of the green screen, and they put an image they can't tell, and they're just reacting to it, and he's trying to play off of it. And it's like, hey, guess Colin where you are. It's like, I hope it's footage with me with my clothes on. All right, that was our elongated news because, guys, we were off for like 3 weeks. There was a lot to talk about. So, before we get into the next segment, I'd like to say that I prefaced this on Twitter with just no explanation. I just said anime or live action, and y'all voted anime.
I hate that they voted anime too.
You know what? After watching it, I hated that they voted it too.
As someone who's seen the live action version of this,
I haven't seen the live action version of it. That's why I was kind of hoping they would say live action, but nope.
I mean, the live action's not great, but this is something else. So
okay, I got to put my headset down for this because I have to go rent the prop, and hopefully I can get it by the time the video finishes. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me go grab it now.
Can't believe you made us watch. Like every time I think we get to a lower movie with the movie selection when I'm on,
what they're in for.
Also, let's preface this by saying Johnny gave us a chance to gave whoever won the GTA last month a chance to choose the movie.
And I
Hey,
won.
Johnny. Yeah, who finished first last month?
I tried to give it away, but nope, wasn't happening. All right. We're putting off. It's time for Video Games, the movie, the game, the review. Is that the name of the segment? I don't know. Roll the intro. All right, it's Video Games, the movie, the game, the review, and we watched Tekken, the motion picture. This lovely piece of shit.
Piece of shit is putting it lightly, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, can I rewind to that part right there?
Yeah, sure.
They spell welcome wrong.
I didn't even notice that. Well, come.
Well, come
Here.
to the
What's
King
this?
of Iron Fist tournament.
What's this? It
No,
spells wrong.
he's
Is what
not-
it is.
He's not. Well, they're not welcoming you. They're telling you to come. That's an invitation. You know.
So it comes on
Yeah.
for mine. It comes on a white cassette. I have very little cassettes that are like, you know, multicolored, colored differently. Also, be kind, rewind at your local Blockbuster. But this was okay. The problems I have with this is the localization is shit.
Mm-hmm.
The voice acting is terrible. The fact that half the soundtrack is just butt rock and new metal, and I swear to God, the kid voice actors were like, you know, people that were, you know, the dubbing team's, you know, sons or daughters. Oh dear God! Like, the only cool part, and I hope they show it in the trailer, was with Julia.
Mm-hmm. I know what part you're talking about.
Okay, there's Julia right there. But
Now,
like,
is that Julia or is that Michelle?
it was Julia.
Okay. I forgot to check.
Some of
credits
the
for that.
dialogue in this is just,
Abysmal.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah, and this shot right here of the cast, get a good look, because this is the only time you see them. Like
Most of
Paul,
Yeah, Paul
King?
the King.
Armored King, Yoshimitsu. That's their only scene.
They show up here and then at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Even my grandpa here is crying. What do you
Mhm.
think? Yeah, look, he's crying. He's crying.
Yeah,
He's crying.
because
bad.
this focuses on. Okay, let me see if the good scene is on here. If not, I'll try to find it. But yeah, it's, oh God, like you Jimbo as the Tekken expert. Does this follow the games at all?
Kind of. It's first off, it fails at the beginning of it because it has Heihachi. Now, it has Heihachi just yeet Kazuya off the mountain, which is what happens in Tekken. But it's after Heihachi beat the crap out of his kid that he yeets him off. In this shit, he just does it. He's like, yeah, he just yeets him. He's not dead. He's not near death. He's alive, and he's just like, I want you to prove that you're a worthy opponent or something like that later. So he yeets him.
Climb back up. and
No. He
just
first
yeets
beats
him
the
up
crap
on-
out of him. It first beats the crap out of him, and then he yeets him.
He yeets
Yeah.
the fuck- Yeah.
And from that moment, I was like, okay, so this is where we're going with this. Okay, cool.
And every time Kazuya runs into Jun, and she's just like, "Why are you like this? Is it because your father threw you down that mountain?" I'm like, "Yeah, probably. I'd be pissed if my dad chucked me down a mountain."
Oh.
Yeah,
I got
get it
kicked.
out
I got punched in the balls by a guy named Cockknocker. I'd be pissed too if I got thrown down a mountain. Also, for texture, June is technically gets in a relationship with Kazuya, or they become F buddies, and then Kazuya is Jin is Kazuya and June's son.
Yeah.
So that's how that goes down.
Yeah, which is at the end. Spoiler, but you know what? We don't like spoiling movies on here, but fuck it, I'm gonna spoil this movie because it's horrible.
It's almost like
Okay.
they set it up thinking people would be interested in
How
people.
like right at the end, they just cut it, It's like they get off the island, which Lee has like the best line after he goes in and like murders all the like the secretaries monitoring all the fight data. He just runs in, AKs them all, turns on self-destruct, then goes like like freaks out. That's probably like the funniest line in the whole movie, or this is the funniest delivery, I should say. But like they get off the island. It's like sometime later. Oh, Jin's born, and then it's like, what's that? The wind. Okay, let's go. And then all of a sudden, Offspring starts playing.
Yeah, that threw like I heard that was the worst part of that whole fucking movie. Like at the end, it's like, okay, cool. So what's fucking Offspring? What do I associate Tekken with? Not fucking this.
This was I think this was the era of anime where it's like, let's just shit out. Like Dragon Ball's popular, right? Okay, let's just shit out anything we can. Oh, we don't care about acting or quality. Just read these lines. It felt like everyone was just reading their lines and flipping through a page. No emotion, no acting, no nothing.
It was bad. It was and one of the voice actors, I don't know if anybody caught it, was one of the guys who used to work for Rooster Teeth, Gray Haddock, who voiced.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Who did he voice?
Oh, I can't remember at the moment. I'll have to look up the voice cast. I saw that. I was like, okay, yep, this is where we go with this.
Okay, we're not done with this segment yet, but I'm just scrubbing through. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing: if you want to watch this whole thing is up on YouTube.
Yep, it's an hour of your life you'll never get back, but
yeah, it's only an hour, but it's an hour you'll never get back. Okay,
30 seconds.
Kazume. Okay, tournament. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna show this scene off. First off, Lee looks like Miles Edgeworth here. I'm totally stealing Spoonie jokes. I don't care.
That looks like a character
shit.
for me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
How does plant recycling work? Hot damn.
Ace Attorney.
It works because. So apparently, I found this out from a video from a couple days ago. Apparently, YouTube rolled out this new thing where it's like, hey, we know times are tough, so everyone's just gonna get mid-roll ads. If your video's over 8 minutes, automatic mid-roll ads, whether you like it or not. So there's been a bunch of YouTube videos where it just automatically starts playing an ad right in the middle. And some YouTubers use that to their advantage. It's like, hey, here's a commercial break. Boom, we'll go to an ad. Okay. And then it comes back, it's still black. Boom, start out the rest of the episode. But this is just like they're in the middle of talking and then nothing. Okay. Let me get a little bit. I'll put a little bit of audio up.
I'm here.
Okay. So here's this is the best part of the movie right here.
Defeat me, and you will win $1 billion and the title of world's strongest.
This is payback.
Okay.
It's that girl.
What's it? He eats the tomahawk. Just eats it. That is the only good part of this movie. That's the only good part of this movie.
It is.
It's an hour of butt rock. It's an hour of butt rock, new metal, and I just like
complimentary shower scene with the worst background music.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a fighting game movie without a girl in the shower. Street Fighter, DOA, Tekken.
Yeah. We're not going to show it here for reasons that you'll see if you actually watch the copy of it. But
yeah, Anna Williams in the shower.
Yeah, it was. Oof. No. That wasn't. I don't think that was Anna. I think that was.
That was Anna.
Was that Anna?
Yeah,
oh, that was Anna. Okay, well then I got.
Yeah, you're just there. You know,
you would be forgiven for not. You'd be forgiven for not remembering.
I mean, it's just random shit. Yeah, it's just random boob.
Random boob.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was gonna be bad. I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. Like.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Just search Tekken Anime. It'll be 2 of the 3 top searches you'll find on YouTube.
It
If
is.
you're super curious about it, I wouldn't. Okay, so that was the review. I will pick something better. You know what,
Johnny,
next, would
you
you
say
like
that
to be?
every time.
Would you like to be on next week? Would you like to watch the live action Tekken?
If you want to watch, if you want to have us watch the live action Tekken, I mean, I'll if you're gonna do it, I'll join. If I can speak.
Okay. We'll
Okay.
we'll talk. We'll crunch numbers.
Okay.
All right. Podcast questions. Thank you though for not giving us a lot because, like I said, we had a lot of news to talk about and not a whole lot of time to talk about it. So we'll just got 2 questions here in the Discord. By the way, guys, join our Discord. We're gonna try to start using it more. I've been trying to be active in more Discords lately, personally, to do my own and use the game day ones. So consider jumping on the Discord. Wordman asks, have you ever had a day where you hit a wall with the game and you tried playing something else only to find out that you can't shake it off? Wordman, I pretty much, like, if I find I'm hitting the wall, I'll continue to hit the wall until my face looks like hamburger meat and the wall is disintegrated. You should have known this from last night.
Until your head looks like Devon Dudley or Ric Flair's.
Or Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, or New Jack.
Yeah. I did that in Monster Hunter when Electrum came out. Kept failing. So you said, fuck it, I'm going to play something else to get my mind off it.
Yeah. I've only gone to playing something else when I've been marathoning a series, which I don't do anymore. Like, I tried marathoning all the Assassin's Creeds. Someone's PC audio is coming really loud. That's you, Shiro.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you getting Windows updated?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Only if I was doing a series. So, like, I was going through Assassin's Creed. Like, I was like, I'm going to do the whole series. I got the Revelations. So I'm like, I hate Assassin's Creed. I never want to play the series again. And I haven't. So that's why I space everything out. Like, I'm probably not going to play God of War 2 for a while.
Yeah.
Jibbo, have you ever hit a wall and tried to play something else?
When I was a kid, it was Mega Man X, but as an adult, it's been like just trying to think of a specific game. Let me think here. As an adult, it's been it's been like battle royales, like especially with Apex Legends, where if I have a night where I'm just not getting anything going, I'm getting popped almost immediately. It's like, okay, well, let's stop. Let's just watch something on YouTube or put on something on Netflix and just step away for a moment, and then things should relieve themselves.
Mm.
Because that's usually my thing. If I'm hitting my head against the wall for a game, I'm like, okay, well.
All right, so last question comes from Mr. TL Wolf. Who do you think is the cheapest playable character in a fighting game? Eddie Gordo. Eddie Gordo
Cheapest,
from Tekken.
Does that mean cheapest as, like...
I would say just, like, takes no skill to learn. I would say, like, again, I would say Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie, if you've played Tekken 7, Lucky Chloe's another one. I mean, even like my boy Hwarong in the Tekken series is another one, because all you got to do is just press the kick button, press extra circle the entire time, and you'll be good to go. But I'm on the Eddie train, because Eddie, for me, anytime I see someone pick him, I'm like, oh great, this person must not know really how to play fighting, might not know how to play Tekken.
Mm.
What about you, Cheryl?
I don't do fighting game.
Hey, fair enough. Yeah. Eddie Gordo, automatic number one.
But
we'll take.
Sheep Yoda is Yoda in Soul Calibur 4, like Worman said.
Yeah.
He was known to be super cheap.
Uh.
That's all I know.
Oh, Sega
Great.
and Street Fighter. Garfield, are we talking like Street Fighter, like the very first Street Fighter, or Odd Job and GoldenEye 64?
Let us never forget.
Odd Job, yes.
Who was it? Ivan Ooze and the Power Rangers, the Fighting Edition. A nice little throwback there.
Yeah, he's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Or shit, hold on a sec. I saw something in check that reminded me of it. Give me a moment here.
Wait. They said play. No, wait. You can play as Ivan Ooze. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
it takes a cheat code, but
We got Garfield saying Chung Li in Third Strike. Gil in Third Strike. What else? Ibiki in Third Strike New Gen. So that would probably be in the first version. Oh, Garfield saying Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
okay. I'm trying to think here.
Would you?
I'm sure there are more that come to mind, but I can't think of any at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, my number one and everyone's number one should be Eddie. It's just do your crazy dancing capoeira and win.
I mean, if I pick up Eddie, I know what I like. That's the other thing too with a game like Tekken. I have all my characters, my mains, my side pocket
Remember what
characters
we
I could
do?
break out. But Eddie, I could pick up and just button mash the hell out of it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good.
All right, good questions. Again, normally I would complain that we didn't get a whole lot of them, but I had like 15 tabs of news to go through, so I'm like, you know what? It's okay that we only got 2 questions. I'm okay with that. I was thinking of asking for more online, but I'm like, no, we'd probably be here all night.
That's fine.
Yep.
Anybody in the chat want to ask anything?
While
Oh
they ponder that, it's time for shilling.
Hey.
Jimbo,
Yes.
where can the people find you, and what are you doing?
Well, you can find me over on twitch.tv/JimboSox13, and I will be, obviously, this upcoming weekend when you're listening to this, I will be going through probably with a Red Robe finishing up the Halo Wars 2 DLC if his food poisoning issues have subsided, and then I'll also be still running through Assassin's Creed 2. On my way to eventually get to Revelations to play as play other hosts' favorite games. Or I would play one of Claire's favorite games.
Awesome.
But that is what you can find me doing. And also at some point within the next few weeks, I will be also starting up some Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. As a buddy of mine requested it.
I've been wanting to play that game for a very long time.
Yeah, it came to where it was where like you do, Johnny, where let's let everybody else play it first, because then they can see all the popular streamers or all the streamers they follow play it, and then I'll just play through it at my own leisurely pace.
Yeah.
Not gonna touch it.
As someone who's never played like a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne type game, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah, he doesn't play like that at all.
All right. So, Cheryl, are you doing anything on your Twitch channel?
I do what I want and when I want to. Moving on.
Okay. As for me, I am going to make a tweet tomorrow about the games that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing bring back my sub playthroughs. So I'm actually going to start up Zelda Twilight Princess on the GameCube at 7 o'clock on my channel. I've got an Xbox game and I've got a Nintendo game technically, but I'm still trying to think of another PlayStation game to do before I do the rotation again. That's what I like to do. Like, I like to keep them fresh on the different consoles. But I'm almost nearing up 200 games completed on stream. And I got number 200 already locked in. It's a personal game of mine. Personal to my dad. I'll say it's Top Gear 2. It's, it's not like this big important thing. It's important to me. Like, it's one of those games that we played together, and I think one of the 3 or 4 games that he's beaten that I never beat. So I'm trying to knock those out slowly but surely over on my channel. And that, of course, is on twitch.tv/JohnnyLChase. I've also been trying to do stuff on YouTube again. I don't have a URL set up for YouTube because that's one of the things they took away from people. It's like, oh, well, you're not this important. You don't need this. Work harder. Yeah. It's like, demonetize all your videos. Don't give you the ability for this. Take away your custom URL, too. Yeah, thanks, YouTube. But I've just been posting what I want. If I have something I feel like I want to contribute or talk about, boom, I put it up there. So if you feel like watching, it's on there. All right, so as far as Game Days goes, this Friday, it's Killer Instinct on the Xbox One and PC with Debaser. That's kicking off at 10 p.m. Eastern. Saturday at 7 p.m., it is part 3 of the Super Mario Challenge. It's these 3 guys and Debaser trying to complete all 4 Mario games. I am currently at World with the inability to warp. And I got a feeling some jerk is gonna reset me.
Right? Maybe that jerk will just want to see things come to an end. Maybe that person will just be like, you know what, it's been fun, but
yeah, you lie like a rug. Where are the standings? I am at World and I cannot warp. I think Shiro has beaten 1 in 3.
Yep.
It's currently on 2. Jimbo has beaten 1, currently on 2.
Yep.
Debaser, I think, is in the same boat as Shiro, has beaten 1 in 3. And currently on 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 of these people will be playing Mario 2. I'll be playing Mario World. And probably be going back to Mario 1. I know it. I know it's going to happen. But there is a backup in case it ends early. Since we all have PS4s and PS Plus, we're going to boot up Fall Guys.
Yeet.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, if you guys want to play along, we can rotate out different people in the party because it goes up to 4. Fall Guys is a ton of fun. I'm so happy it's on PlayStation Plus. And then on Sunday to round up your week, it'll be Fat Man at 9 p.m. with Chuck Chan and Warzone. Make sure to update because there's a 200 gig update file.
Oh fuck! Sorry,
No, sorry. No, I think it brings up your overall file to 230
okay, never
gigs.
mind. I got really nervous. Holy shit.
No, if your brain. Okay, so warning for anyone who wants to play. If you've never downloaded the game before, clear out a weekend. It'll take you a while.
Sure, you have your hand raised?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tuesday, August 18.
Oh, there you go.
Not only is my birthday, so I'm gonna be drunk as fuck. I'm gonna be doing another one of Elu's Game Days, which is Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch.
Nice.
On the PC.
And at some point we've gotta get around to you doing one of my favorite games.
I know. I just need to find a good emulator.
It's on the NES. A good emulator is any. They reached the peak of NES emulators back in like 2000. I don't think I could get any better. Type in NES emulator, boom, done.
Yeah, I need to find it though, which is a little hard these days.
Google is your friend.
The Emu Paradise is down.
I can help you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, G1s, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, and chatting. Quick reminder again that we are sponsored by Rep Sports and Raise Energy. Use promo code GameDays at checkout for 15% off your purchase of any Raise Energy or protein, popcorn, or any other products that they sell on their website. All that proceeds go to Extra Life and for the kids. So again, use promo code GameDays for 15% off your order at checkout at repsports with 2ps.com.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. We're done. Everyone have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Friday for some KI with Debaser. Good night.
Stay safe.